I have a Figma file open. I sent the link in the GatherTown chat. Sandra and Larry, if you want to go in there. Um, Emmett, I think you can too. I don't know if you're can get in if you don't have Figma already, but you're more than welcome to try.
Yeah, I do.
Okay, cool. Yep. So the link should be accessible for everybody. Um, should we before we jump into like redesigning what Emmett has already made, should we flow this out? Would it be
Actually, yeah.
Yeah,
smarter
I
to?
think that would
I
be the
think it would be
best.
smarter to flow everything out before we actually start trying to design these screens, right? Cool. All right, everybody's in there. Probably should have done a fig jam for this, but this works fine. This is fine. Create some assets.
It's funny. So I'm in a mentorship program thing where I'm mentoring interns from an earlier internship that I was at, and one of the exercises that we had to go through was this precisely, like, how do we build a flowchart? What does a user flow look like? Stuff like that. So this is great timing.
Good. Yeah, let's go. I think those are the nodes we need. Anything else? We'll do the arrows and lines.
Emmett, another question. Is there like or maybe you haven't got there, of course, set parameter like okay, for this game against this person, you can only have this many cards, or is it always the same parameters, or is that something maybe down the line you're looking at like different games you can set it to where we can only play with these type of cards or we can only play with this many cards?
Yeah, I'm actually definitely thinking about having different game modes. So this base game mode that I showed is I'm trying to like avoid the like deck building and at least the pay to win aspects of deck building, but there are modes that I want to have that are like Arena and Hearthstone, where you like build a deck at the beginning and then use that throughout the game. Um, if that answers your question?
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay.
So which ones are which? You have this as the steps, like major steps, pages, whatever. This is going to be
I guess the
user conditions, I guess.
yeah, like the yes nos.
And then I'll call this one the user input. Sandra, have you seen these? You know what this is, I assume?
Oh yes, yes. I'm just trying to like okay, I'm sure you guys have worked together. I'm just trying to get like idea of you guys' workflow and how you go about it.
Okay. What do you call this one? What do you consider this one as? Because I've seen some people say this is like database or whatever, but I don't know.
Steps, conditions, input.
Actionable insights.
What's the name of the thing again? We can call this
Entry
like
point.
AI input or something.
Entry point. Steps of completion.
And then so let's just make this start. So we'll start here.
Okay.
And this would be like what the game, I guess.
I did a triangle. It should have been a diamond, but the diamonds are the decisions. I guess it's conditions, but diamond.
Launch game, maybe. Let's call it that. And we'll do like another endpoint of like had fun, something like that, whatever. Nice.
Greetings, fellow with the
Sorry.
It's all good.
And this is the user decision?
Yes.
Okay. Got that.
Okay. Yeah.
It always asks a question. Like, do they have an account? Do they have location set up?
I see. So
It might be the
it's
same as conditions, yeah.
yeah. Got that. So all right, let's just start this, right? So we're gonna call the goal is to what, play the game, really, or play or like enjoy the game.
Play around.
But yeah, play the game.
Let's say I want to learn how to play and enjoy the game. Simple as that. So when we start the game, we should be, I assume there should be like a tutorial, right? Some sort of tutorial that must exist.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's going to be like, well, before that, we can assume that users have played this before. Oops.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Like if you log in for the first time, then it would like play automatically, but it would, I guess it would ask if you're returning or not.
Yep. And so then this would be just like main game. Oh. Or what's like the home game home screen or something like that. Yeah, you definitely should have done this in FigJam.
Yeah. I'm thinking about switching. Let's see if I can set one up.
Gonna do that right now real quick. We have all this stuff kind of set up. We can just pull it over.
Yeah. Isn't that so great? Isn't Figma the best?
Yeah.
I've been using it for work, so this is interesting to see.
You have been using it for work?
Yeah, a little bit. I've been trying to do some like XR stuff at work. There's like a HoloLens add-on for Figma.
Whoa, that's cool. What is? Wait, like it's AR then?
Yeah, but it's not like it's just a 2D representation. But
Oh, okay.
All right. FigJam link is in the GatherTown chat.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Are you copying stuff over, Larry?
Not yet. I still have to get access to the FigJam file. Give me 1 second. I don't like working on the web version of it because it's slow. I'd rather wait for it to populate in my
Right. I got you.
in my Figma file. There we go. Okay.
There we go. Okay.
Great.
How about
The star in here?
We don't have to. I mean, I think the syntax doesn't matter what it is exactly.
right? I'm gonna copy this and I'll like redo it.
Okay. So we're gonna say, yeah. So this is
These are connected.
yeah. If you like copy it, it'll just stay connected.
Oh, okay.
This will call the conditional.
Is that too rounded?
That's fine. I think it's
Yeah, it's
fine.
fine.
Okay, so we're gonna say, yeah, same thing there. We're gonna start with
Sure.
we have like a star shape thing, which is the starting point.
Yeah, I didn't see a star. Ooh, nice.
Nice.
You
Perfect.
you go in on the shapes all the way to the right. It's like another menu option.
Nice. Is anybody else bothered that this text is way down here, not higher up?
A little bit.
The heck?
Oh, see, Andre, you should have. Last week, Larry and I were playing some UX centric games.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we'll play them. They're really fun.
Okay.
But one of them was like, it was like deciding how well you are at like picking a
Center.
yeah, the center of an object, like the certain pixel, like the one pixel in the center of an object.
Oh,
And
that
like
sounds
it was so
interesting.
hard because like the dot could have been like 2 pixels off. And it's just yeah, Larry
that
and I
would
were like
frustrate me.
straining our eyes, being like, "Is that a center?"
Have you guys played the Kerning game?
Yep. That's the one we were
Oh,
playing with the moving the text, the letters are left
Oh,
and
okay.
right.
Yeah.
it's very similar. Of like you can be this much off.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Larry did better on that one than I did.
Oh. YouTube tutorial. And then if this is new user, game homepage, let's say. Ready?
I'll see if I can.
And then I'm gonna do there. Okay. And then so from here, obviously we assume this is pretty straightforward. We know what this looks like.
Mhm.
Like when we go, there's like a little bypass to a tutorial, and obviously there's a way for users to go back to tutorial if they like skipped it because they want to move into testing the game, and then they like, oh, I don't actually know how to play this. Let's figure a way back. But as far as the flow goes, this makes more sense.
Yeah, you should always be able to, like the help section or something like that would probably go back to the tutorial.
Yeah. Okay, and so from here, I assume we're gonna want to go into like quickly get into a game, like just start. Is this gonna be like an online matchmaking thing where you play against another player?
Yeah. I would like to have it so that there's also like a mode where you can just play locally on
Okay.
like one
So,
screen.
Is there any onboarding, like any sign up needed? Like you need their email or anything like that?
Yeah, I would need a player's email.
I see. Right. So even before all that stuff,
Yeah, sign in, sign off.
yeah. And then this actually would all move down because we
Yeah,
assume returning user.
yeah, returning user.
It would actually be here. Yeah.
Yeah.
So then actually this makes a secondary. Okay. I'll put the onboarding back here. So the conditional is basically where the split happens. Sign in, sign up. Yep. Return user.
Right. Yeah, you're right.
Yes. Game homepage. Would the homepage have access to, like they discussed, like their deck of cards that they've collected so far?
Yes.
But
Okay.
inventory or Yeah, Sandra, what would that be?
Let's see. I'm
Like if I was at
sure
the
that's
if I was at the home and I wanted to see my inventory. See what it is?
yeah, you're
So I guess there would be a conditional. Do I have an inventory?
true. And then yeah, that begs the question, do you just look at them or is it like, oh, I want to choose these to play with in the next game?
Mm.
Um, or
Hmm.
choose specific ones to, deck builder style.
Well, yeah, Emmett, what do you is that what it is, or when do I? Is it when I go to play something? Am I always using the AI generator?
That would be the mode I want people to use the most.
Right.
So people would only build deck modes in the arena mode that's like off to the side.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Okay.
So it's not just online play; it's also like game mode.
Mm-hmm.
But
And yeah, I would like it to have like a ranked sort of system where you play against each other, like in like Hearthstone ranked or like any of those online games.
so this actually should shift again. We'll do this,
And that was-
and then there's another one you said for like arcade mode, basically.
Mm-hmm.
So let's just, I'm going to simplify a little bit because I don't want to branch out too far. I know we're
That's
talking
fair.
about a lot of ideas here,
Mhm.
but the primary move is to now, let's say we're going to play with somebody else online, I assume. Matchmaking, I assume, I mean, we can just build a queue. I'm guessing you're going to have to just build that out, search for other players. And then, like, when they start the game, right, let's say, join matchmaking queue. Technically, there's something else that happens here. It should be this, probably. Anyway, like let's say Joe begin match. What happens?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
So we go through the process. We've done the onboarding. We made an account. I want to play online. Like right
Okay.
now.
Yeah, I'd have you like select on game modes. Like there'd be like local mode, I guess, would be like one of the options, and then like play online or play ranked. And then you click on that, and then you would join a queue.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then join the queue, and then we end up in the screen that you showed with us, right? With like the the field, the play field.
Yep.
Okay. So this is called the play field view. You like players view play field, and so turn order is decided, I assume, randomly, and then like first person goes. What happens? They have to start typing.
Yeah, or enter like a voice input.
Okay.
It would start like the health points would appear, and everything. Like all of the like first the board would appear, and then it would like all of the like traits that you have as a player to appear, like your deck, the number of cards in your deck, your health points, and then after that there would be like a coin flip.
Yep.
And then players would draw 4 cards each.
Okay. All right, so that's all set up. So like the set, let's say setup. Goes through setup. And then again, everybody's got their cards. Everything's set up. You got the health points. You have everything viewed. First user input is what? They play a card. They type.
The first user input would be like, you wouldn't like start typing. Like you would have to like drag your card first.
Okay.
Start like maybe there'd be a little thing that would pop up like a little text that says like play a card or.
Mhm.
And then I mean if I had the mana system figured out, then it would like pop up with the mana you have along your health.
Okay.
And players are already given 5 cards immediately, right? They're like just dealt the cards to play, so they don't like, draw or anything.
4 cards initially, and then they draw 1 at the start of their turn.
Okay. Play 1 card. Okay. And then once they do that, same thing, like the prompt, the AI prompt comes up.
Yep.
Okay.
And so after they create this card via the prompt, do they have to play it, or do they choose from the other 4 in this new one?
No, they have to play it. Like they have to
Okay.
choose its position at that point.
Okay, so they do have to play that card.
Okay. Choose position, card position. Okay, first they have to type in. What are the inputs you're looking for? Is there any specifics?
No, it just says like conjure a creature.
Okay, and so users can type whatever they want.
Yep.
Okay. Well, type in anything then. And obviously, I know we mentioned like if he says some like random gibberish, nothing comes up.
Yeah. If you say random gibberish, I'm gonna have like certain parameters written into maybe the prompt itself that like checks for the like words that go against the rules.
Okay. Cool. And then card enters field. Let's call it. We don't have to go through all of the details of like the actual gameplay, but this is basically everything, I think, right? Because then it just takes turn like enemy players or opponent turn.
Yeah. Well, then there's like an attack system.
Okay.
So there's that, and also I'd like players to not just like play a card and then not be able to view it. So underneath each card, I want to have like a little like series of windows side by side, like tiny windows side by side. That would be like view the card, activate the card's effects, or change the card's position.
You can change the card position once it's played?
After it's played, like not on the same turn, but like on the next turn.
Okay.
Like it would like highlight up if you can do that action.
Yep. This is like both ways actually. Attack.
So, how many actions can you do with it? You can play your card to attack. You can put it in defense mode,
Mm-hmm.
and then will there be like sacrificing, like we talked about earlier?
I do think that in order to balance the game and like have a resource system, I think I'm going to keep it more Yu-Gi-Oh inspired than Hearthstone inspired. So I probably am going to incorporate a level system where players have to like sacrifice stuff.
Okay.
Okay.
But players would be like they'd have to choose cards to sacrifice before they enter the prompt, so that they can't like undo it.
Okay. Okay. I don't want to go too deep into this side because there's a lot of details as far as like we don't need to kind of hash out all of that stuff right now. Or I don't know what you guys think if we need to look at all that stuff.
I don't think so, just because he's still figuring out himself, and things are definitely probably will change. So getting just like the body of it it's probably enough.
Okay. I'll just do this then. Okay, and then we'll just wrap it up. I'm assuming there's like a victory screen or whatever, like a game opening screen. Okay.
Would it be a condition Did they win, lose?
Yeah, the condition if they lose is if they run out of health points, and there's also if they run out of cards. Like
Run
if
out
it,
of cards, yeah.
yeah, if they run out of turns and it's the start of their turn and they're supposed to draw.
Oops. Okay. It's pretty straightforward as far as I know.
Yeah, I would almost want to break this down. What Emma was saying, like if they, I think the condition is, did they win, or like did their opponent run out of health points or cards, or did they? You know what I mean? I guess it's just simplified.
Do you want to look into that? Like, why is there something that you
Like
want to?
we could break this down, right? Because win lose is top level, right? How do I win? I win if the other opponent runs out of health points or runs out of cards,
Mhm.
correct? And I lose if I run out of health points or I run out of cards.
Yeah.
So we'll probably break this down a little bit, but and like end game after all this, right?
Oh, you're right. Yep.
Like, do I have? Oh,
Oh, I see what you're doing. Yeah.
the answer is yes, and I think it could go this. Do I have health or does my opponent have health?
It would be either one if do either players have health, I guess.
It's no.
Yeah, can you tie?
Yeah. You can tie if there's like a card effect that like say damages both players.
Is tying considered losing?
No, it wouldn't like in terms of like your ranking, it wouldn't do anything.
Stalemate?
Sorry, what?
A stalemate, like just
Yeah, stalemate.
Let's go see here.
I don't know if that's too detailed though.
the stalemate part.
Yeah.
I feel like that's a kind of a not common condition. So we don't know. I don't know if we need to think about it currently. We might obviously have to consider that eventually, but for now, I think we can.
Yeah, it's usually pretty difficult to tie in these games.
Yeah. Okay. So I kind of want to look. I mean, while we're doing this, I want to again kind of pay attention here to the two user inputs here. The rest of it seems pretty straightforward. Most people who have played games like this will know how to get through all this stuff. Obviously, like the tutorial, they'll just like learn the simple mechanics. But when they get from here to here, do you plan on having the tutorial explain all of this, like play order as well?
Yeah.
Okay. Just as a little note.
Yeah, I'm deciding between like 3 and 5 phases in a turn. I think for simplicity, I'm just going to have like a draw phase at the start of the turn. One phase where you can choose to place your cards and then attack, and then just an end phase.
Okay.
Yeah.
Teach inputs. Okay. You kind of just wanted to look at. Okay, so this is again pretty straightforward. Play one hand, play a card. But when you type in anything, does a keyboard come up? Is this mobile? Is this desktop?
I wanted it to be on both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So yeah, I guess your keyboard would come up if you're on mobile. And like also an option to like enter like talk into it.
Okay, so you're looking at keyboard input and microphone inputs. Okay. I feel like mobile might be a little bit small for a game like this.
Yeah, yeah. I was thinking about that too, how it would work.
Mhm.
It's not like a. I would like it to be on mobile if I could figure out like the screen space, the screen real estate, and everything like that.
Yeah.
Um,
I
But-
think given that you have to type, it would be much harder to do. Again, like Hearthstone, you kind of just see the card, you click it, and it just goes. As long as you can see it, you're good to play. But in this
Yeah.
case, because you have to type, you're going to lose a lot of real estate. Unless you can really get the voice commands to work really well. If you can do that, then they don't have to type, and that's fine.
Okay. Yeah. One way that I was just thinking about doing right now is like if you do the voice to speech thing, and I like have the grammar get auto corrected by ChatGPT, like
Mm-hmm.
or something like that, because I'm pretty sure it could do sentence correction.
Okay. Yep. Cool. So that seems.
I feel like this should be good.
Oh, okay.
Stats, type in anything. Okay. Can you choose to? So in ChatGPT, you can like regenerate the response. Are you able to edit the card before you play it?
I don't want the players to be able to do that.
So whatever they type in, they get.
Yeah.
Okay. And if they get something that they didn't like, there's like, well, I'm stuck with that, and that's just the luck of the draw.
Yep. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
After victor lose or win, should we be asking, do you want to play again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or actually return to like the screen where it would show like your ranking and everything like that, like the start of the online play mode.
Okay. So like, what did we call this thing? Homepage. And then let's take this.
Is there a way to? So I assume that ChatGPT, whatever your AI system, reads the text and picks out the words to kind of define the creature. Is there a way so that you can like visually notify the player that these are the things that you're selecting? So for example, if you hit a dog biting a frog, it would highlight dog. You would see that because it's the animal you selected, and then like a primary, secondary thing, or like, you know what I mean. So it highlights dog, so you'll see that, and you'll highlight frog, you'll see that, and then that way you can be like, okay, you know what, I didn't want frog, I want it to be biting human leg, and you can start deleting that section. So you'll like change. Basically, like what I'm saying is like, so you can, the players will be able to like consciously know what's coming or expect something and not be surprised by it? Or do you want them to be kind of surprised by it?
Kind of surprised by it, but that does add an interesting thing. Like I actually would like it to kind of like as the card is kind of, like in between the card showing up and you typing, it would like break down the description that you entered to kind of like show how the prompt engineering works. Like highlight the keywords that are going to play an important role in the image generation.
Okay. And the reason why I asked something like this is we did say that we want to stay away from like gibberish, but
Yeah.
thinking of terms of like getting a higher skill ceiling, if players can learn how the AI listens or like reads their inputs, then they can start generating better and better cards theoretically. but like that's up to them to have to play a bunch of times to get to that level.
It's
So
not
that
moving.
builds replay value with the game.
Yeah.
And
And
so
sorry, go ahead.
basically the idea is just to tie in some form of some sort of way that players can learn and be better at the game.
Yes.
Okay. Because right now it is a lot of RNG, right? There's a lot of like
Yeah.
you're typing whatever, you never know what you're gonna get.
No, that's why I want to I need to. I'm working on making the prompt detect certain things so that if you're better at English, let's say, it'll work better. If you're more vivid with your description, it'll work better.
Mm-hmm.
Things like that. It's not going to teach you just how to game the prompt. It's going to teach you actually how to use the tools that's generating the cards.
Okay. So then I guess the question would be what separates a new player from a good player?
Well, yeah. Then I guess their knowledge of prompt engineering and their ability to the knowledge of how the game works, I guess, is huge.
Okay.
Yeah.
Veterans.
Yeah. Veterans, how separates a good player, how good your imagination is, how well you can describe what's in your head. I was gonna have some mechanics like elements synergy or element advantages. And so if you enter the prompt certain ways or describe a certain background, it'll give you a certain element, and that element is advantageous to other things.
That's cool. Okay, yeah, adding kind of secrets like that would be kind of cool. All right. Yeah, so you're rewarding creativity, right? So then again, kind of answering the question about fun. The fun is to be able to be imaginative. If a player is more imaginative, that person is he's getting rewarded for doing that. And again, interacting with your game in that way rewards him for that. And he gets stronger, and the skill ceiling goes up and up and up and up and up. Okay. Cool. Okay. Let me look at this stuff. Okay. We're back at the start. Emmett, if you're looking at this as well, do you think there's something that we might have missed while we kind of talk this out?
Yeah, let me look through it real quick.
Let's put this all underneath.
It looks pretty good.
Okay.
I can see. Still getting used to understanding these flow charts.
Okay. Sandra, do you have any concerns or anything specific that you might want to address?
No, I don't think so. I think it's detailed enough, but not too detailed that we're getting caught up on the little stuff.
Okay. All right. So before we take it into just blocking stuff out, I'd like to wait for John to come back before we go there, just in case. What we can do, let's see. Oh, actually, let me ask you, Emmett.
Yes.
Is there something that you're specifically struggling with currently? Or are you kind of just like using this as a backboard where you just springboard some ideas?
I mean, the thing about the typing and entering that quickly, that is something that I need to consider. So that's one of the probably the biggest thing that UX related that I can think of. Rules, not entirely. I gotta work on if I'm gonna add spell cards or other cards that can be used. I gotta figure out the coding on my side, the prompt setup. So no, I can't really think of anything.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry, I'm back. I had to go let my dog out. You hear her crying.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, John, I was gonna say we have I think it looks pretty good now. We might want to start blocking some stuff out just to keep this going. I don't know if you have anything specific you want to ask before we do that.
No, I'm good.
Cool. All right, so let's take this. Should we take this into Figma? Just leave this alone.
Okay.
Let's build a section. This out. Cool. So now that that's here, we'll stick with desktop display for now instead of like a mobile kind of view. So we'll do something similar to like
Okay. Yeah, I definitely want to launch on mobile first. That was
first.
Yeah.
Okay, so in that case, we'll try to focus on the mobile side then.
Okay. I mean, no. Wait, sorry, my bad. I misspoke. I meant web first.
Ah, okay.
Okay.
So,
Web desktop or web mobile?
Desktop. Sorry, still getting used to these terms.
let's see. Where should we start with this? We could start with the home page, like landing screen, I guess you can call it.
Yeah. I mean, if we're skipping past sign up, onboarding tutorial. Are we going in sequence or?
It's up to you guys. I think I like to start with the meat because that onboarding stuff,
Fair.
most of us have seen it a lot of the times. I know sign up and all that stuff can be kind of nitpicky, but for the most part, the meat is in the home screen.
Yeah, it might help us get a.
Yeah.
Emmett, do you have any brand colors, any imagery?
So the brand colors that I'm going with right now are like just black and white.
Okay. We'll add. I was thinking we'll add details and stuff like that later. We can definitely make black and white look nice.
Yeah, my website kind of has the aesthetic that I was looking for, like kind of like a cloudy purple. But I can't really put it into words.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll get to that later.
Okay.
I'm feeling kind of like when you say black and white, and then because it's kind of this magic kind of vibe, I'm feeling like this gothic kind of feeling, especially if you talk like this purpley misty thing. It's like vampire-y kind of
Murky,
feeling.
magic.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. All right, so let's just block some of this stuff out. If we're gonna say we need a game mode, right? There's online play. I'm assuming online play is like main version, but like the
Yeah.
main way to play. Okay. Let's call this game mode. I'll block this out with some color. I don't know. Here and then like subcategory. This is like the arcade side where you can do like arcade inventory. Like that.
Do you guys go into a new window?
Yeah, we're in the design file. That first one I sent.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all good.
It's like, where are you guys at?
And then of course I'm going to give you like settings and things like that. All right. I'll
Tighten it up.
complicated. Tutorial would fit under setting. Where would tutorial fit? Some places have tutorial under like single player mode. I don't know.
Yeah, I would just like the tutorial to be like when you start your first game mode, like either game mode, I guess.
Oh, so you're gonna bake in the tutorial? So like as you play, you kind of learn about it, and not like a separate sequence.
I haven't really thought about that, but I guess it would be.
I would. Yeah.
What would you go with? I guess.
For that, I would research. I would ask.
Okay.
I would ask customers what type of experience they prefer, because I can see it going either way. Like, I can either see like I want to get into the game right now and start experiencing it. Also, I can see I might just throw caution to the wind, skip the tutorial, and like learn as I go.
Yep.
And I don't want pauses in my gameplay, my game
Mhm.
experience. So I can see it going either way. So that's why I would say research it.
Okay. Noted.
I have seen some kind of do like a fake tutorial or a fake gameplay thing where it looks like you're playing against a character, but it's a tutorial as you like walks you through stuff. So that can be a way to do it. I mean, again, this goes back to research. Like some players don't like that. They don't like being forced to play a fake person. They can tell. They know what it is, but like
Yeah.
that way it doesn't feel completely like tutorial, like you're handheld.
Hmm.
I don't know. Okay. But the obviously the concern is like you still kind of need them in both places. You want players to be able to get access to them at any point in the game, so you still need to put it somewhere and not just bake it in and then never show it again.
Yeah. Um, yeah. Then I guess it would make sense to have it start when you like maybe make it happen when you first open the game and then have it saved somewhere like off to the side.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Larry, is this the hero image?
Yeah,
Oh,
if that's like online play or something, or whatever the main game mode play mode is.
okay. Camo. And what do you what's your vision behind having these CTAs as large as they are?
I would like the games to be relatively quick. So,
Right.
like in the last,
I apologize. That was a question for Larry.
oh,
The CTA, the buttons.
Oh,
oops.
it wasn't in my head. They weren't buttons so much as sections. But yeah, like given that our branch here is the two things. I mean, and then there's a subcategory of inventory to go through.
Right. Like so, I was like, seeing it this big. Like in my mind, this is a graphic in and of itself.
Yep.
And like there could be a small CTA off to the side here, or anywhere. But like this in itself, like you said, it's the section that represents where I
Yep.
think a graphic could go.
Yep.
Like a banner or something. And either the entire thing is a CTA or you have a small button within it. Okay. Just want to clarify.
Yeah, I wasn't thinking buttons. These are huge for buttons.
Yeah. But essentially that is what they are, right? Like
Yeah, effectively. I'm just like visually laying out where things kind of would belong.
bro, what I can do. What do we want for our navigation?
We have your profile.
Like we could throw
we'll do
settings up there.
help definitely. Well, I guess Ibit, is there help for like, I don't know, talking about if there's any bugs, because obviously this is AI based, or people to report things or issues
FAQs.
having. Yeah, FAQs.
Yeah, there should be like a little like help section
Okay.
with like our contact and like a way you can like maybe write an email out or like a not an email but like a message to our support.
I feel like maybe we jumped a little too quickly into blocking this out. We might have actually needed to do some information architecture,
Yeah.
lay things out, locate things. We want to go back to FigJam and
Yeah. Let's do it.
okay, profiles.
So I'm sticky noting this, calling the color red. Let's just brainstorm of all the things. Emmett, you definitely do this as well. Um, we're back on the Fig Jam, the other file, the second file.
Yep.
And there are little sticky notes down here in the, I don't know, what do you call this, menu bar or
Yeah.
option bar, health bar. But yeah, pick a sticky note, pick a color. Just call out elements that you think are going to be needed to be represented on the homepage, right?
Okay.
I will go
Oh.
purple.
Huh.
So we have our rankings.
Ooh, yes. Inventory.
And don't be afraid of you double anything up. Like, you can absolutely write the same thing.
Help, settings or audio stuff.
Siandra, you might want to put them under separate sticky notes.
Oh, and it's
Yeah.
separate. Okay.
Yeah, that way you can kind of move them as we need to put them into
Okay.
categories.
Gotcha.
This would be what? Match history, maybe?
Oh, we have settings.
Ooh, friend list.
Oh, I think I accidentally added that here. This big chunk.
Here. Oh, yeah.
I think I accidentally added that. I can delete it. I made an account and it just like did that.
Right.
No worries.
Yeah, that's cool. All right.
Oh yeah, spectate. Oh, that's good.
Yeah, that is cool.
Just like thinking of what other games might have. Because I would love to spectate a game where people type stuff out and be like, that's crazy. You just made it happen. This might be a little too nitty gritty, but given that there's like LAN play and online play, do you have to pick like a server maybe? Maybe that's nitty gritty for now.
Yeah, I haven't thought about that.
Okay.
Yeah.
We'll leave it alone. I mean, I'll draw it up anyway, just to, make sure we have that I thought about.
Okay.
Ooh, marketplace is a good one.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's like skins then too, right? Skins.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it was good.
Yeah, that's something that that's one of like the ways I want to monetize the game is I want to have like cosmetic elements in there so that would be like part of the marketplace, but they don't influence gameplay. So like card backs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just gonna say there are different like arena backgrounds.
Yeah,
That's cool.
yeah. And avatars, I was thinking about like that too. Yeah, I do think I am gonna have avatars, but I'm not sure I'm gonna handle like the player getting those avatars.
You know what'd be funny? You can use the AI inputs for the avatars also.
That's one of the ways I was
That'd be sick. And then like if we're gonna try to bring this whole like inventory in where like people can trade avatars or something like that, it's like, oh yeah, I generated this guy. You want to trade for yours or something? And then you have like a community even that way too.
That's sick. Yes, yeah, I like that.
Ooh, yeah.
Let's add community here too, because
like a message board or like a
some sort of, I don't know, discussion board or something like that.
Let me get out of here.
Skins is actually a fine idea. Normally, I don't like the idea of skins. Like, there's games that I'm playing that like before they fix the game, like the game has problems, they've already pushed skins, and it's like, come on, your game doesn't really work yet, and you want us to give you money, even though we've already paid like full price for it. So yeah, I think this is fine. Again, if the game core game
Skin.
feels like should be pretty smooth, skins just not. I think it'd be really fun. Oh yeah, AI would be good.
Yeah, I guess, and also, I mean, I don't know if this is going to be in the MVP, but there is going to be a place where like players can like kind of like help rank the quality of the image generated, like
Mm.
Mm.
that. I don't know if I don't think I explained this, but there's kind of like you can participate in like AI development through that.
Oh, like
So-
giving feedback to for the AI, or to
Yeah, yeah.
On the particular card.
Yeah, on the particular card, like you can rank like right on the quality of the generation, the image generation. Yeah, that's
Okay. Can only I rank my card, or can you rank my card too, or give
um,
feedback or whatever?
it's gonna give you like how I wanted the feedback to do is you can like choose to rank your own cards, but then you can also choose to like rank any of the cards that have been generated
Okay.
throughout by other players.
So if I see your card, I'm like, oh, that's sick, but it has 12 fingers.
Yeah, yeah. Like if the AI did like a bad job, like
Right.
oh, it looks like this, but its face is like, doesn't make sense, or it's like cut off, or like give it like feedback.
Yep.
And I don't expect this information to be directly fed into it, like the AI for processing yet, but
Right.
it's just going to be saved up over time.
It could be a good backlog to then greenlight.
Yeah.
Would these when you're giving the feedback, would they view like the prompt also, so that they can kind of compare?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair.
Will people be able to trade cards?
Ooh.
Yeah. That was going to be part of the marketplace.
I was thinking buying stuff, but yeah, trading that works too in marketplace, I guess.
Yeah. Yeah. That was kind of why I wanted to convert them to like Web3 files, so like people could trade those. Some you could like sell yours, say like put yours up on the marketplace, somebody buys it, and then we were gonna like have it tracked so that we could like maybe take a small portion of those sales. That
Is
was
there
like one of
is there a
my-
cap on how many cards can get made, or is this theoretically?
I would like it to not be capped.
Okay, just ask them.
Okay. Just to kind of flesh out the marketplace a little bit, what's the incentive for somebody to buy it aside from collecting? Because technically, if you think about it, like I see that card, I can just generate it myself, versus I want to buy your card.
Yeah, it would. I mean, it wouldn't be exactly the same because the AI always generates the cards to be a little bit differently.
Mhm.
So even if you enter the same prompt, it comes out different.
Image wise, yeah, it would be close. But now I forgot. How does hit points and damage and all that work? Does that work?
Yeah. Well,
Like even if I see your card, I'm like, oh, that's so dope, and I try to replicate the prompt. Am I gonna get the same stats or the same? You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna try and add an element of randomness to it so that doesn't happen. But the effects in particular, like I mean, how would I have the prompt right now? No, that wouldn't happen. It would like at least generate a new card effect each time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I guess there could be a way to like check. This would be more of like the data science behind it, but there could be a way to like check to see if the card's been created before, and then if that happens, then like kind of re-randomize it.
Okay. And then just to finish the thought, people who, let's say, bought a card, I can now use that card in the arcade mode, but not in like ranked play or whatever, not like online play.
Yes. Yeah.
So it'd kind of be like bragging rights, really, because if you can't use it to
Yes.
compete, then it's really only for show.
Yeah. It's only for like the side mode where you can actually do deck building.
Yep. Okay. In that case, you can even do decks. All right, let's toss some of these together.
Okay.
Yeah, arcade mode.
Got that as well.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna toss this in here just because.
inventory and decks.
Yeah,
Mm,
skins. I actually like this too because I would fit this under skins.
okay. Yeah, I didn't know it was called that.
Rankings would be. You can put that here too.
Leaderboard and rankings kind of the same.
Yeah. Yep.
No, I think like I'd put these as like play modes.
Yeah. Okay.
Or
This go here
stories.
somewhere
I guess that is close.
here, like loosely. Put this in here.
That's like a kind of a play mode, but not really.
Not really. I don't know. I feel like that.
Like,
I would, yeah. Put that in there.
Okay. I'm throwing this like kind of on top of that because they kind of belong together.
Settings and server choice.
Yeah.
Okay. Let's see.
Because you probably wouldn't want to pick the server every time you enter a game.
Yeah, I don't think so.
What we could delve into like what is settings. I mean, settings would be help, FAQ,
Right.
oh, we forgot that site. Did yeah, Sandra, that's something you said earlier too. The audio visual settings.
yeah, audio, visual, accessibility.
Yep.
Yep. Okay. This probably would go under the settings also. Because I assume anytime you want to interact with the user, that should be. Yeah, I would actually love all these together. No, this doesn't fit here actually.
I see all this kind of under
Right.
settings.
All of this?
Well, maybe not all of it. Like audio, video, accessibility, FAQ, help, tutorial. Yeah, yeah.
Hmm.
I mean, these. I guess these could be all under help, right?
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Yeah, these
Oops, sorry.
these are all.
Yep. And this falls more
Yeah,
falls
yeah,
like.
yeah. I agree. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, friendless.
And
That's
then I'll
cool.
put this under here too.
Yeah.
Okay. So there's a social aspect which we haven't done. You know what? I like.
Is server choice like? Yeah, I guess that is that. Yep.
Whoops. Okay. So we've got like 5 main kind of branches. We'll call this. I'm going to call this one gameplay, or play even.
Yeah.
We'll leave these as settings and help, and then I'll call this community or social even.
Yeah, I would do it like this. Title it instead of sticky note it.
Oh yeah.
This would be settings. We can get rid of that.
Yeah.
Help.
See, I don't know if marketplace falls under one of these because in a way it's like its own thing almost.
This would be. I mean, it could be over here. What I'm trying to do. I just don't know what this would be called. This could be community.
Oh,
Oh.
right. Nice.
Yeah.
Forgot about that.
File, nice.
Is that its own or is that?
I don't know. I would almost would do this. Like this would fit under that.
Yeah, but I'm thinking like if you're purchasing skins, should it go in both, like the skins you own and then the skins you can purchase?
I don't know.
No, that's a fair point. I mean, well, that's marketplace, right? Like skins you can buy, area backdrop you can buy, or trade or whatever. That would be marketplace,
So,
and
like-
these would be Well, those would be here, but they would be yours, right? Like you'd be able to
You
see
can
them.
Yeah.
You can also see what you own in the same place. I don't know. Some people do that. Some people don't.
I mean, what do you think? If I bought a backdrop or I bought a skin, where would you want to be able to see it?
Um,
Profile, marketplace.
in the inventory. Um, so
In my personal inventory.
yeah,
That's profile.
I don't know. I'm on the fence with this profile thing because profile, I feel like, is its own thing.
What entails inside a profile, other than like name,
Your
email?
avatar, your banners, maybe any of those like avatar skins versus like gameplay skins. And then
Yeah,
maybe achievements could be under the profile too, or things like that.
Mm.
You have
yeah,
achievements.
your deck.
Yeah.
Like if you can,
Oh, we didn't even put that, did
I
we?
mean, I don't know, can people have like, make multiple decks? Like, oh, this is my, I don't know, Earth deck, and this is my
yes,
Shadow deck. Like.
yeah. I plan on having people be able to make multiple decks.
Okay. Do it for achievements. Yeah, that's why I kind of would separate these two. And this would fall under here and not there. This would fall.
Okay.
Would any of these four fall into any of these rankings, leaderboard, match history, clips,
Yeah, you know what? I would put this under there. All of these would fit under here then.
profile?
Yeah,
All right,
because
then-
like it's your account history in a way.
all right, and that's profile.
Yeah.
Then what's this?
I would call that inventory.
Inventory,
Something along those lines.
Throw it over here.
And then you can do another one with just cards too. Cards.
What's the difference between cards and my decks?
So like a deck is like a collection of cards. If you wanted to collect individual cards too, you can see those.
Oh, okay. Yep. I'm going to talk about that. Okay. And is marketplace its thing of its own?
I don't know.
It has to be, right?
I feel like it doesn't belong anywhere specifically.
I think it's
I
But
don't
if you
either.
have it standing on its own, I don't know. Nice. Okay. All right, so I mean, we've built out, we've given you so much stuff to do now. You're like,
Yeah.
you got to
Yeah.
build the achievements section. You got to build a tutorial.
Well, this is incredible. Thank you guys.
And that's kind of what we're here for. So the thing is, I do want to say, in order to make this a little bit more productive, not just to give you more ideas, but also like try to help you with the core pieces, right? We can say like in the future iterations, we'll look at decks, we'll look at skins, we'll look at arena draft backdrop and things like that. But we might want to look at just how this works and
Yep.
where it belongs and stuff like that, just to like make sure this flow that we have is like we'll tackle the flow first. And then
Okay.
we'll tackle this other stuff later.
We could do
All
a
right.
competitive analysis too.
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
So what I should do next is like design screens for all of these different.
Not- I think I would say what John said is look at what other people do and really
Okay.
like study what they do.
So you have you have access to this Fig Jam, right?
Yeah.
So if I were you, I would go to other desktop products like this, screenshot them in
Yep.
as many iterations as you can. So like, take a screenshot of their online play, take a screenshot of their arcade play, go through their settings, go through like honestly like almost a sitemap of the whole thing. I mean, you don't have to go too ham, but like whatever you feel is like really applicable to give us or even you a good design inspiration. and then throw those screenshots in here. Keep it as organized as you can, and then on the next session we'll come in, clean it up, go over it, look at what some of the people are doing as far as like design elements and AI or IA, and then yeah, we can take what we want to do for your site and then start building off of that.
Okay.
Or you
awesome.
can, right? Like you can do the same, right?
All right. Let me make sure I save these links.
Yeah, good call.
And there's a really good website called interfaceingame.com, and they
Mhm.
have a bunch of screenshots of different games, like
Nice.
interfaces. And then also, if there's anything you really don't want, also very good to know. If there's
Yeah,
anything you're like, oh no, I absolutely hate that as a feature.
that is
Okay.
true. Yeah.
Also, something else I've been using too because I've been doing some redesign. There's a game UI database, and I'll drop it into the Gather chat
Oh
too.
yeah, let me drop that one in.
You can basically pull up any kind of game. You've got like shooters, you've got mobile games, you've got indie games. Just pull UI from there and see what you like.
Okay. Great.
Sick.
Is there anything I can like do to say thank you right now? I mean, I obviously don't have any questions, but like,
No,
you know.
I enjoyed this. This was awesome.
Same.
Yeah,
Okay.
this is fun.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, we'll try to set up another session. It might not be too soon. Next week we might try to do some different type of content, but I will try to keep in touch with me.
Okay.
And let me know when you've like put some of that competitive analysis screenshots in here. I'll look at it, and like if you have a good amount, or if you put links, even if you like just give us anything, when I think we have a good footing for the next session, we'll do this again.
Okay. Sounds good.
Cool.
Yeah. Definitely will take me some time to fill that.
Yeah, man, if you ever go to another one of those game dev barbecue things, let me know. I'll just hop by also. We'll talk.
Okay.
Be safe.
Great.
Awesome.
Thank
Thank
you
you.
guys.
No problem.
Cool.
Nice meeting you, Emmett.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sandra, if you want to stay on for a little bit.
Yeah,
Cool.
I will talk to you guys later.
Thank you, Emmett.
Bye.
thank you.
Good day.
That was fun.
Yeah.
That's good.
Yeah, so what do you guys think? Some feedback, some what should we do next time? And
Mm,
I think I'm glad we started off with the flow. I thought that
Yep.
was like it just felt sluggish when we jumped into the design, which I wanted to do too. And as soon as I got there, I was like, I feel like this is the wrong move. And technically, we should have done research first. Like we should have done a competitive analysis first. But like he had this in his mind, and it was really good that we got this out. And
Mhm.
this is really good.
and with it being something that can, like he's still, kind of working on it, and it can turn into so many different things. Like you'll research something into something that he thinks he wants right now, and then he's like, no, I don't want that a week later. So
Yeah.
it's probably cool we went this way.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, Sandra, have you done these things? I mean, I know you said you've seen these before, but have you done this a lot, or what's? I haven't had a chance to meet with you much, so I kind of want to feel what your experience is like.
I've done it. I've done it a bit. I recently actually did start a game with a couple people from like this developer academy I'm doing, and we did a bunch of research. It was really fun, but it was two of us were designers and we were working with the developers, so it was kind of like they were kind of like, okay, you guys have a lot of ideas that we're scared to try to do, but we want to do. So it was a lot of like, what can we get accomplished, but what can we do it to still make it cool?
Yeah.
It's really different on this side where you're working with somebody else's idea and you don't want to like take it over.
Yeah.
So I have if you got, let me see if I can get the mirror board up. Maybe I'll show you a little
Yeah,
bit.
share your
Some of the
screen.
stuff to do.
I also thought that would be like cool content too, if we could get enough people. I mean, I think we would need quite a bit of people, but we could always do like a UX hackathon.
Oh yeah, that would be cool.
And just like get a
I
bunch
could.
of, like just smash ideas out.
Exactly. I mean, we could pick a theme, right? Like climate change or, grocery shopping, right? Like, and then we just have to design something for it.
By the way, I don't know if Christopher's gonna make it. Hasn't confirmed. I did send him a message yesterday at 10, which was like his nighttime. So he should have had all day to look. We'll see. If it doesn't work, well, it doesn't work. I'll
And
just reschedule.
Right. It's supposed to be 9 o'clock, you said?
Yeah, 9 p.m. tonight, which is 8 a.m. his time. So like, there's like
One
almost
second.
Yeah, no problem.
there's almost like no window of time. Unfortunately, there's no window to check if he's available. Because if he's up, he's on.
Yeah.
And if he's not up, we just like sit until 10 or something. That's kind of unfortunate.
Yeah.
But if tonight doesn't work, maybe we could try the morning time. The reason why I wanted to avoid that is because being Twitch, like you want to aim for when people are home. I'd like to pitch it and like keep it towards that time. Also because it's our like consistent time, we'd like lean towards that versus switching it all the way up to like just to get them on. It's kind of tough.
Yeah, I agree.
Anyway,
Okay.
what I might do is actually I have some friends who are musicians here. It's not so much of like an entrepreneurial thing, but he is like a self-employed musician. And I'd be like curious to just bring on what that point of view is like, because we always look at entrepreneurs like we started a company
Yeah, that's
or
absolutely
like
fair.
self-employed. It's like, okay, yeah, you know what, we'll bring you on and see what you do and how you do it. I have questions like I've never asked these things to him. I'm like, how do you do your taxes?
Yeah.
do you file under LLC or what? Like, how do you do any of this
That
stuff?
is a good question. Yeah, good questions. Yeah, I'm down. I mean, yeah, that's definitely. I mean, Rockstar Life is definitely a entrepreneurial venture in and of itself.
Yeah.
Okay. How do I? Oh, screen share. There you go.
Somebody have like a bird in the background. I hear like a squeak.
That might be the bird in the background.
Oh, you do have a bird. That's awesome. Yeah.
You have a bird? What kind of bird? Do you have?
I thought I recognized.
Oh, I don't have one. The birds outside are right next to my window. Like there's a tree right next to my window, unfortunately. So it's like they might as well be in my house.
Nice. And where are you, by the way?
Oh, in Detroit.
Nice. Nice.
I found out Detroit is Eastern Standard Time as well. For some reason, I thought it was like so Midwest that it wasn't.
It's pretty far over, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
we're
for some.
It's 8:41 for all of us right now. So
yeah,
worked
I
out.
was gonna say it's like pretty bright over where you are, isn't it? Even though it's 8.
Yeah, it's very bright. Oh my gosh, how do I give this permission?
By the way,
I don't usually use Google Chrome, so this is okay.
Are you looking to share the screen?
Yes, it says I have to give it gather
Right.
permission. I'm like, okay.
Oh, sick. Okay, so I'm looking at the link interface in game.
Yes.
Cool that they show animations as well, because the link that I sent was just static images of UI. Very cool.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen that one too. They're both super helpful websites when you're trying to figure out like which way to go. Okay.
You said you played Hearthstone a lot.
Mm-hmm. I have not played that one a lot, but I have friends that are really into Magic, and I used to have Yu-Gi-Oh cards a long time ago.
Nice.
Yeah, Yeah, my roommate or my ex-roommate was huge.
That's the thing that I always. So, have you either of you guys played like deck building games where you like the board game is just to create a deck?
I have.
No, I played. There was the Plants vs. Zombie game. Actually, has a spin-off that's a deck builder, but it's super childish. It's not
Okay.
like in depth.
Yeah.
I think that's as close as I came to deck building.
But the concept is still the same. It's like I've never considered like Magic a deck building game, but yes, it is a deck building game. Like, oh right, I forget that that's part of it too. Still, like I always assumed that like the game for me, like that's why I was kind of asking Emmett about this. Like the game was always just beating the opponent at the table, but you
Mhm.
forget that other part of the game is still to build your deck offline, and like you spend this hours and hours cultivating your deck and making it the same way, like the way you want it to during the actual play. So yeah, and I think that's what sets Magic apart. Like you can spend out like hundreds of hours just making a deck without, and you spend maybe 10 minutes playing a game.
There we go. Okay, I think I got it. Oh no. It says I'm gonna have to like turn off my whole computer to do this. So let's see if it'll work. Don't want that.
Yeah, you
Oh,
might.
I think I got it. Nope. Yeah, I'll have to restart my computer.
The
It's
whole
like
computer or just Gather?
yeah, just everything because it says to
Uh,
give it permission. I have to reset the computer.
Jeez.
So maybe next time I'll show you guys.
yeah.
It'll be there.
Okay.
Have you guys worked on games before?
I wouldn't count that what I'm doing as working on games, but I do wanna.
I have. I had I'll pitch you guys an idea. So I put a pitch deck together for a card game idea. It was like for political debate or discourse and debate.
Mhm.
Like I always the thing that was always bothering me is like you get into debate with somebody and like your emotions kind of get the best of you and like logic kind of takes a back seat and you can't remember some of the facts that you heard, and like you can't trust some of the things you heard either, right? With all the misinformation and the way things are skewed online, you can like think something and like try to like project that in an argument and they'll like prove you wrong, or vice versa. So I was like, it would be nice if there was a game that was based on facts, right? So like a card, right? Like if I'm debating you, I put a card down. That card has facts on it. So like let's just climate change is like a good one, right? Because there's back and forth on it, right? Um, I could put a card down that says, NASA.gov has done, peer-reviewed research that says the temperature has risen significantly more in the past decade. You know what I mean? Like there could be something with a cited link or like a cited aspect to it, and then you can go back with whatever the other person could throw a card down and says, well, actually, you know what I mean? Like that type of thing, but like with as close to facts as possible. And it would be kind of like something like what these games are like. But it would be like really objective, right? Because like there would be like points on it, right? And
Sorry.
yeah, no problem. Um, and I thought about like having it be your opponent gives you points. So if I put a card down, then like you would have to rank it 1 to 6 or something like that, right? So like I'm putting if I'm winning in the other person's hands, which I was kind of hoping would help project empathy, right? Because
Interesting.
like yeah, you could if I put that card down, you could give me 1 point, you know what I mean, and like screw me, but I could do the same thing,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean, and like knowing that you kind of have to play nice. Like all right, I get what you're saying. I see the report and I understand the temperatures have been rising. I'll give you 4 points. You know what I mean? Like compromising and like teaching kind of those types of aspects.
Hearing other people out.
Exactly, right? And like and whatnot. But yeah, anyway, that was a game I was working on, and I like floated out and I put a pitch deck together. But but yeah,
That's interesting. It reminds, super more factual way, reminds me of like the Ace Detective games and shows where you have to like decide who you side with. Like
oh, right.
you know, like if there was, I like your idea, but then also if there's like, people who aren't in the debate and then they have to choose like who do you feel won this debate. Be
That's
interesting.
cool. Kind of like a Cards Against Humanity
So
in a way.
that's what I was gonna
Yeah.
say. I was gonna say Cards Against Humanity, where it's somewhat subjective whether or not you're winning,
Mhm.
but it's also based on objective truths, right? Like, and the other thing I thought would be really cool about it is if it was a collectible type aspect and you could build a deck and like multiple decks. Like this is my deck that has cited information on climate change, on gun control, on abortion, etc., or even like canny, fun topics like pineapple on pizza or like um, who's the
Canned
yeah
bread. Have you guys heard of canned bread?
I've
no
heard of it. I didn't know if it
canned
was a real
bread.
thing.
It's a real
I
thing
don't know.
apparently. I'm like,
I don't understand what you
I
mean.
would never. I would never.
Canned red.
Bread.
Oh,
Bread.
bread.
Brett.
Canned
Yeah.
bread. That's yeah. Yeah. Let's debate it. Um, but like the thing I thought would be funny too is because like to my point, like this could be a game that can go back and forth, and it could teach people how to have discourse, civil discourse in that, and like conflict resolution and like empathy, and like there could be things that could be subtly taught within the game dynamics. But if you're like in a real world situation, like again, and I thought about this idea a couple of years ago when Trump was still in office and like people were still avoiding Thanksgiving dinner and like not wanting to have like a conversation with like their friends or relatives in real life, IRL, and
Mm.
like this would be fun because you could pull out your phone, pull up your deck in a sense, and like go through it and be like, well, actually, you know what I mean? Like, pull up your well, actually, the
Yeah.
data says, and like, be able to link off to some cited data and stuff like that from reputable, sources and stuff like that, and so it'd be like a secondary handy usefulness for like in real life type style, but
And then get punched in the face because some guy is like,
well, actually. So I pitched this to a couple friends, a couple UX friends of mine, and like the saddest thing was said. One of the guys, he was like, "Nobody cares about facts,"
ooh,
Mm.
and like the reason it hurt is because there's some truth in it, right? Like that's why it hurts so much. Is like I could paint, like I could just show you everything. I could like have all these cards from all these reputable sources, and there's
well,
still
so
the,
here's
the ignorance of fake news or
yeah. So here's
that's
the thing though, like I mean, I like the game idea. It's great. The only caveat is that there's a lot of bias. Not only that, if you take sources, right? For example, climate change.
Mhm.
There's almost no reputable source for the other side, right? So it's going to be almost completely overwhelmingly on one side for that specific topic.
Mm.
Yeah.
You'd have to pick topics that are like there's no sources
I,
specifically. You would
I, I
have to
thought about it and
compare.
talked about that too. Like, because, like, is this a game that, anybody can win, or is this a game where liberals can dunk? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or conservatives can dunk on, you know what I mean? Like, is it, yeah, I thought about that too. But, like, again, my ideation from it was like a point of frustration of having conversations, and, like, it just sucks having relatives and friends who, like, think those things, and I
Yeah.
can't debate them because like my emotions get like involved. So I'm like, you're
Mhm.
hurting me. You're like literally breaking my heart. Having these just stupid ideas. Um, yeah. So like, I was like, I just need something where I can be like, oh, let's play a game, right? Like, let's have fun. And but but to your point, the idea came from I just want to like I kind of want to
Win.
dunk on my friends, right? Like I
Yeah.
want to like
Yeah.
I'm like, actually, you're wrong. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. But
That's a tough situation. I think it's a good game idea.
Yeah.
Hopefully, I wonder like how popular of a game, because if we say game, right, we always talk about like how do I enjoy it. If
mhm.
it's always like I have to learn things as part of my game. I don't know if I'm gonna play that. I don't know.
It's fair. Yeah. I
Unless
also,
you
Maybe
want
it's,
to. Sorry, go ahead.
oh no, I was just saying maybe your family or whoever you're playing against tries to come with their own facts or something and is like, okay, well, I'm gonna find my sites for this fact,
yeah.
and if you're against it, you find citations for it, and we figure out what's credible. I don't know,
Yeah,
but I
and
guess
again, I think
making
you're right.
I don't know, trying to make them see it themselves would be the key instead of like you being like, well, I'm right, and like I don't know. I feel like maybe that's a one way, but still, like you said, some people are still going to be like, I don't care what you're talking about. But so that's the hardest part.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought about having like a marketplace aspect to it. So like the monetization aspect was to have political influencers. So like the Ben Shapiro's, the Jordan Petersons of that side could like certify, right? Like they wouldn't have to write the cards, right? But like they could like certify the card, and it could be like their card, or they could pay somebody like make a deck of cards, that is their certified cards, and then people of the left could do the same, and like you could potentially buy, like obviously there would be like a gamification where you like buy coins, right? And then you buy these cards for however many coins, and then there's like a split with the publisher, so to say, which would be like the Ben Shapiro's, or I'm trying to think of somebody on the left like that isn't like I keep thinking of actual politicians like AOC or Bernie Sanders who like
Yeah.
couldn't do this, but you know what I mean, like Asana B, right, is like a big liberal or type person. So like yeah, they could potentially be the ones. So like the right could essentially have an abundance of these cards that have their facts, but like
See, you don't want to call them back.
I know, well, and again, like I also again like I try to be empathetic and like um yeah, it's yeah, I don't know, but and then it would be like a question of like then I thought about like, all right, so if like someone from the right creates a card, like it has to have like peer reviewed throughout a community of moderators. Like and these moderators are the people that like write these cards. Um, and it would need like a 3-2 vote to pass or something like that, right? Like a liberal should be able to look at a card, and be like, I might not agree with it, but it is objectively true, right? Like in what it is phrased, right? Like you might be able to take that phrase and twist it, you know what I mean? And that comes through the discourse. Um, but like objectively, the words written on the card, is that true, right? So, but yeah, uh, I don't know. I was just getting depressed during those dark 4 years, if y'all remember.
Yeah.
And it just break my heart seeing some of my friends repping a little too much.
Those 4 years.
Those 4 years.
Gee,
In history, that's what it's gonna be called.
the dark times.
Those 4 years.
Those 4 years.
Jeez. So I assume Emmett's not going to come back. I don't know. I would like to think of a backup plan for this other guy that's may or may not show up today. Again, it's kind of a hard window to hit for both of us. It's 8 a.m. for them, 9 p.m. for us. If it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen.
Yeah, I mean, we'll wait. Like, Sandra, I don't know how long you have, but we're waiting for somebody, a senior designer, who is
Oh, okay.
who lives in England or London. And
Actually, I believe he's in Vietnam. Actually,
oh,
which is
okay.
why the time difference is about.
That's what you were
11
saying
hours.
about the 8. Yeah. But I could have sworn on his LinkedIn. I thought his LinkedIn said London.
Oh, maybe he was there. But Sandra, just to give you a little bit backstory about who this guy is. He's done UX. He's worked in the UX field for a while, and he developed a new. I don't know if it's a platform, but basically like a bootcamp plus, where he teaches you soft skills about how to use UX in a way that boot camps don't teach. So that's why they call it the UX playbook, where it's like, and he pitches it like, oh, things that the boot camps don't teach you about. Obviously, boot camps teach you the skills and stuff that you need to learn to move into that career, but like thinking, or if maybe it's like developing workflows that yourself or something like that, things like that. I'm like, okay, I want to
Okay.
talk to him about how he's developed this new, like worked into this entrepreneurial stuff, and just kind of like run a podcast about what he does and how he does it.
Yeah, he's heavy on LinkedIn. I mean, he has
Yeah.
4.
What's his name?
Christopher Nguyen. I can send you his LinkedIn info.
Yeah.
And his
lot
LinkedIn
of
does say United Kingdom, by the way.
Okay. Cool.
I wasn't crazy.
Yeah, I mean the time difference is in that area, Southeast Asia, so maybe he's there currently, and maybe
No, I think the time difference does seem like it would be Southeast Asia. But yeah, when you were saying 8 a.m. there, I was like, I work with people in Paris, and I was like, didn't seem right, but
but yeah, that's him. I found him, and I was like, oh, he's got some great stuff. He did start at UX too, so it's kind of nice, and he's doing this.
yeah, and he's I want to talk to him about marketing, to be honest, because he is out there.
He's heavy. He's got a lot of like YouTube videos and stuff too. I looked at some of his things. It does seem like he films the videos like a mentorship thing. So I think what he'll do is he'll cut together relevant clips of him talking to a mentee about a specific subject, and he'll like clip those together, and on top of having like a big overview blurb about like what it is that he's trying to give, come across. So it's good. I think he's got good content, and like he does have paid content too. I believe that's what the menteeship might be, but I'll have to ask him about stuff like that.
In that it was $100 or something.
Yeah. So anyway, cool stuff from him. But yeah, I was wondering, like,
Cool.
you want to try some of those games for now, to burn some time.
Yeah. Let me up.
We'll see if Siandra's got good eyes for centering pixels.
Oh, we will see.
Well, we won't do the kerning one because I actually didn't really enjoy it that much. The center and the dot in the center is kind of fun. Kerning is whatever. I'm never gonna mess with it myself.
Um,
I'm a big type nerd, so
Oh yeah.
yeah, I've done a bunch of type stuff in my life. Not as much now, but I went to a typography conference once, and it was
Whoa.
probably the nerdiest thing I've ever done.
Did you see what's the one that we did with the text font size to line height to line width, whatever?
oh, I gotta categorize these. All right, so this is the one where you have to draw the box exactly.
Oh yeah, this one's
Okay.
fun.
So Sandra, if you wanna, oh, you can't share your screen.
Yeah, I mean, I can come back if you guys.
No,
wait
it's fine.
for-
It's fine. I don't have to put you on the spot. I will share my screen. I'll take a crack at it first.
You know what we could do? We can do the center thing, and then have you blow it up, and then she can tell us whether or not it's a center.
Okay. I'm trying to. That's the other thing. Like, I don't remember. The sheriff. That. Oh, that's a CS. Hold on. Yeah, let me share my screen and see if you can when it is. Oh yeah, it's this one. Designer's Eye.
All right, remember, zoom in. You do need
Yeah.
to zoom in because zoom in is really hard.
I'll do the begin. All right. So what you got? All you gotta do is say, is that dot in the center or not?
Okay.
I'll zoom in a little
I'm,
bit.
am I going first?
Yeah.
Okay. That dot is not in the center.
And we have to get, I believe, was it
10 in a row.
We get 10 in a row.
Yeah, in a row.
All right. So now, is that dot in the center of that middle square?
Are they trying to trip you up? Oh my god.
Oh yeah. Like I was telling you, it's like if it's off by pixels.
It's not centered though.
I would agree.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Yeah, see, this is
wow.
when I get you. You're like, what the?
I'm. Does it have a drop shadow, or am I just my eyes?
I have my idea. I think I have. I think I have my answer.
All right. I'm going no.
All of us just like face to the
Yeah,
screen.
yeah. I gotta like move my head to see like, especially with shapes like this.
Yeah.
I feel like no by the smallest.
I feel like no by the
Smallest
smallest
bit.
as well.
I also agree.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like.
Oh, I was thinking the wrong direction. Okay, cool. It was still off. But...
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm going yes, but I'm gonna go. Sandra, this is your round, so.
Oh no.
I can't really zoom in too much more.
Yeah.
I know. I want to say yes. I don't think
I
that's
would say
centered. I
yes
think
too.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Okay, I have my answer for this one. I
Yeah,
think.
me too. Do I?
I don't want to say no.
I do too.
What do you guys
I
say?
agree.
I agree. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Oh God.
So is it in the center of this triangle? I have an answer, but
Our
I'm
stream
not.
is just us like tilting our head.
I have an answer, but I am not confident at all.
I have an answer also.
Oh my gosh.
Actually,
Oh, wait.
I think
I'm not confident at
Okay,
all.
well now I'm more confident. I
the
think.
more you look at it, the more your answer is gonna keep changing.
Yeah. No. I'm sticking with my first answer. I had it right. I think I had it right, and then I got scared myself.
What do you
I
think,
think-
Sandra?
I think I'm no in no.
Larry?
You guys think yes?
It's yes. I think it's yes.
So my gut is saying yes, but the more I look at it, it's
I know, and I might just be tripping myself up because I had yes for a minute.
exactly my first gut is yes, because these are the weird ones because I'm pointing at the screen like you guys can see me. Because like these are the weird ones because it's from this tip to here. It's actually really long. So
Yeah.
like I feel like that's fine.
That's
I
okay.
just don't know if it's too far this way, but I'm gonna go yes.
Okay, go for it.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh no!
Just a little bit.
Oh, see, I was too focused on that axis. I was too focused on that one diagonal,
Yep.
and I forgot to think about the other ones.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Okay, here we go
Okay.
again. So is the dot in the center of the square? Although
no.
it doesn't say which square though.
Well, it's not in the center of either one.
Yeah, no, I don't think it is.
Center of the circle. I got my answer.
No.
But no on that also. Okay.
Center of the
Oh,
square.
Jesus, it's already beginning. How far did we get last time? What did we get? Like 5, 6?
I got 7.
Got 5.
Okay.
Oh, the last one it was 5.
Okay. Me and you made it through, John. We've gone it once.
Yeah, when it was your
Oh,
round.
nice.
Yeah, I got 7 and then afterwards at 10. All right. Y'all think?
I'm gonna say no.
I want to
Really?
I want to say no too, but
I think it's right. That's like
I
slightly.
think it's top right.
Okay, I could see the no. I could see it being just a smidgen off.
It's a
We
smidge.
gaslight in the no here. Yes.
Smidge.
It wasn't top though.
It wasn't top though.
slightly
Yeah,
right.
yeah.
Okay.
I got my answer.
Fuck. I feel like I'm just drawing imaginary lines in my head, and I'm like, I'm making it fit, but I don't know if it is.
We're gonna be dreaming
I'm
about
using
this.
my mouse to try to like.
we add a ruler on Chrome? Does Chrome
Yeah,
have
right.
a ruler?
Draw my own piece of paper. Use like a card.
All right, I have my answer.
Okay, me too.
Okay. Oh, now I'm second guessing myself.
I'm just gonna commit to my answer. I
Yeah,
don't
me
know.
too.
I
This-
don't really know for sure, but
What are you guys saying?
I'm going yes.
I'm thinking yes also.
I was thinking yes too. Okay.
Okay.
I usually, yeah.
All right.
Here you are,
All right.
old
I have my
friend.
answer. I had to use my check. I knew I have a decent check.
Got my answer. Ah, do I?
Yeah, I got mine. I'm just gonna go with my gut for now.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, what's y'all answer?
I say no.
No, really, I said yes.
I think it's high.
I think it's a little high.
Yeah.
I think it's right, if any. All right, let's go down.
I think that
Your
the
mouse
middle
is like doing
I
this.
know, I know.
all the way down.
Nailed it. It's right there. All right.
Like I think it's vertically centered. I think it's just high off the middle.
All right.
Because you should be drawing lines from the corner to the center of the other side.
So Larry says no. Sandra, you said yes.
I said yes, but you guys can go no. You guys got all the way through. I'm gonna.
I think maybe because I'm using my experience from the last games. Yeah, maybe.
All right, I'm gonna go no. I do think if it's anything, it is high.
Yes.
Ah, nice.
We're all doing.
I forget how they draw the axis on this. Shit. Okay.
Appears to be in the middle. Now is it
Yeah.
high? I mean, is it like left? Actually, that's right.
I think that's centered. Either right or centered. I don't know.
We're all turning our heads. It's so fun.
Premium content right here.
I'm going no.
Okay.
So no.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah, I'm okay with no.
I think it's too far up this.
Okay. That's a no.
That's a no.
Oh my gosh.
What do you think? You think yes?
It's a no. No, that's a no. It's just the triangle was throwing me off.
I think that's a no. Oh man, that sucks. If I just tilt my head, it looks perfect. I don't actually get.
Here's the trick that
Wild.
I've kind of been using. Assuming it's an equilateral triangle, if I turn my head and it doesn't move, that should be centered. That's the way I've been doing it.
That's
Obviously,
fair.
I'm also drawing axes and stuff too. But like, if it doesn't move when I turn my head, like, all right, it's pretty much centered.
I don't think it's a. I'm gonna go with you two on this one. Whatever you guys say.
I'm gonna go with no. I don't know what you think.
I'm thinking it's left.
Yeah, I think it's the tiny like a hair off.
Yep. Okay, this one's pretty clear.
That's a
This one's pretty
no.
clear. Yeah, it's a no.
No.
Yeah.
That's a no.
Let's say yes.
Ooh.
Where are we at? 9, y'all.
Okay, 2 more. This one and the next one.
I think I have mine.
I think I do too.
Okay, yeah.
I think it's a.
I think it's a yes. I keep seeing a no, but I think
Leandra?
it's yes.
I'm gonna go with majority then. I thought it was a no, but
I'm also going yes because we've had so many no's.
Oh, I wasn't
I'm
even
doing
thinking about that.
I'm doing probability, but. Oh,
No!
sorry,
Damn it.
Deandra, you had it.
Damn it.
Uh,
I'm also gonna bet this guy might not show. So you can kind of call it if you want to, if you guys get tired or.
yeah, I just want to
wanna call it.
show this game. This is really fun too. Pixactly.
Yep.
So you have this in your thing. You should play it. We can all play this and do our scores. So you have 5 shots to draw a box or rectangle with these dimensions. So it has to be 15 pixels width and 40 pixels height. Okay?
oh, okay. I'm not confident in this
Oh,
one.
it's rough. Do you have it open?
Yes.
Okay. We have 5
Okay.
attempts. We'll this first one really doesn't count. This first 5 rough for everybody, but I'm gonna get my practice round in.
Okay. Right.
And they're all random, so like you might not have 15 by 40.
I have 20 by 35. Oh my gosh.
It was
Okay. It's awful.
This game is probably the
Yeah.
hardest game I've ever had to play.
Yeah. Oh, I
That's
mean,
not bad.
not that bad. Yeah.
Okay.
145 by 95.
It's basically impossible now.
Yeah.
I thought the little ones are hard. It's like impossible.
40. That was 40. 40. That 5. 5.
It's brutal when you get it wrong. Great, said nobody.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa. That's way too wide.
This?
I think so.
Well,
Right?
this was 40, right?
Oh, really? Was it?
So,
Okay.
like, this has to be 90-ish. And if this is 90-ish,
Oh, it's okay.
then... Oh, that's not... Oh, yeah, 90. I'm going there.
Okay. Not bad.
Not bad.
You got the proportions right.
Yeah. 70 and 160. So 70. Ooh.
Nice.
Impressive.
230, 280. 30.
Almost square again. Yeah. That's all I can do. I can only do, but proportions are okay. Okay.
Okay.
280 was actually
Or in
like
the other way. Okay, yeah, so taller.
last one. 320, 410. Ooh.
That's
Oh,
pretty
not
close.
bad.
That's pretty
For,
close.
for being that big, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, my score was 203.
That's really good.
How'd you do, Sandra?
Oh, I didn't. I was looking at
Yeah,
yours.
okay. Okay.
I did awful. I did almost
Oh, I
600.
did. Same. I think my first one was 7. All right, do you guys want to do one quick round and then call it a night?
Yeah, let's do one quick
Yeah.
one.
So I'll do it and good luck.
All right, let's see.
I was off by 2.
Nice.
Where's the link again? Oh, there. Okay.
Off by 15 that time. Okay.
30 by 35. Okay, I forgot how small 35 pixels were. All right. Cool. 2 to 1. Exactly. Okay. Yeah, I'm butchering this completely. 250. Okay. Do you think they like make it easier for you if you like completely mess up the one before? Will they like pick the same, all similar dimensions for at least one of them?
I don't
I
know.
don't know.
3 to 1.
'Cause I didn't get any really big ones.
Okay. This I could have been. I've done better, but I didn't do too bad.
Were you better in height or width?
I was better. I did better height a lot.
I also did better height.
I did too.
Barely better in height.
I got 209.
I got 365.
Yeah, I crushed it the first 2 rounds, y'all. The first round I got 4. Like my difference was a 4.
Yeah.
And then 34, 36, 46, and then 80.
Yeah.
Did pretty good.
I got 169, surprisingly.
Really?
Total? Your total score?
Yeah.
You win?
Holy
Nice.
crap! You got way under 200.
Yeah.
Damn.
What was Do you see your rounds, like round 1, round 2, round 3?
Yeah, round one was 22,
Okay.
round two was 15,
Nice.
15.
then another 15,
Oh,
then 74,
okay.
and then 43.
Those two
That's still
15s. Those two 15s crushed it.
your highest one is still lower than like my middle score. So like I had 2 numbers higher than your highest score.
I had one higher.
Damn.
But I was super often with like 1,000.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll show you a couple of the other games. This one's not that. This is like a design studio manager. It looked way cooler than it is. Trust me. So like it's honestly a glorified clock. So like you do a reload challenge. So you're supposed to design a login and create account feature for mindfulness app to help early adopters. Press play. It gives you 15 minutes, and then I'll have to sketch this out or mock ups. When I first saw it, I was like, "Oh, this is gonna be great," and it is kind of cool. Oh yeah, this is where you have to
Oh,
decide Times Roman or Helvetica.
So this one was kind of annoying.
Yeah, this one going through.
Optima.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say you would be really good at this, aren't you, Deandra?
Hmm.
Wouldn't you be really good at this?
I'd be pretty good. I try not to get caught up on it anymore because then I'll spend all day looking up on.
Let's see. Yes.
No, not this one. It was the. That was one of them. I think you had a couple that are font related. I think it might be type.method. Oh, this
Sure.
one sucked too.
Yeah,
This one
this
really-
one was terrible.
Horrible.
Yeah, this one. Yep, that was it.
Yeah, so yeah, this one's actually really interesting. So you have to read all this, right?
Okay.
I read it already. I don't feel like going through it again. But this helps you understand paragraph size or paragraph structure. So if you think of it as a triangle, right? So like font size is one side, line height is another, line width another side. Formula is getting it all right so that you have an equilateral triangle. So if you have too big of a font size, it's gonna be this, right? Like too big of font size and it won't be lateral. Your line width is so. All right, so I got this paragraph. I have to change the line height to match. My font size is 18 pixels. My line width is 500 pixels. I don't think typeface really matters, but
I think it matters a little bit because if the font innately is slightly taller, then your line height has to adjust to the font size
that's fair.
or font name, I guess, typeface.
Yeah, Larry, I forgot like the formula that we kind of figured out on, but like I would
I
take
remember.
this. Yeah, I would take this roller and move my line height at the paragraph lateral.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna go 1-3, 1-3-5 or 1-4 looks good to me.
1-4.
Yeah, I was leaning on 1-4 also.
4? Okay,
Yeah.
check it. Well done.
Nailed it.
Well, 9 out of 10. It should have been 1-4.
9.5.
See how? I don't know if you can.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's too big, right? That should have been like 1-3.5.
Yeah, it should have been. Yeah.
Okay.
So you see, this the red is what we did, off just by a little bit.
Yep.
Now we move to fonts. No, line width.
This one in my head is arbitrary because it's like, yeah, we want a square, I guess, but you can make the paragraph whatever shape you want.
Yeah, there's like a thing about like widowing.
Yeah.
but,
I said.
I don't know.
So I would say 500. But, yeah.
Like, see, that's fine to me. If you go to like 600, sure. I was aside from the widowing, yeah, but other than that,
620.
20 actually doesn't look bad, but I don't know. I feel like this is definitely dependent on where you're putting the type at
Yeah.
too. Like,
But they did say there's a science to it. I think it's
I feel like 620, I could live with that.
yeah, I could live with 550 or 560, whatever it was. Also, like that's okay. Well, yeah, there.
5, 6.
Yeah, I could live with this. I can't. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't understand. 5, 6. Oh, we're all right.
Okay,
So,
so it was
yeah.
like 600 then. All right.
Okay, now we know. After battle. Font size 20 pixels for a 1.3 line height. 50.
All right. Well, so now in my head, given that you want to aim towards a little bit like a squatter's rectangle, maybe that's what we work with, or does that? No, that doesn't make sense here, right? That doesn't change. Never mind.
Scene's looking pretty good.
Ugh, okay.
Yeah, no, that's gross.
Too small.
I do still like this text though, because I could read this in a book and be like, I see what you made specific choices here, but I get it. I can appreciate it still.
I feel like at this font size, the line height is
Yeah, I think there's too much space. I feel like they would call it.
16 or 17.
I think slightly small. I personally like 16, but this is personal flip.
Can I say 15 again? No, I feel like that's too much space on the ends. So we have 16.
Yes. What's the word? I redeemed myself.
yeah. All right. So line of 2.
Down. I think down.
I mean, we were just at 16 with a 1.3.
Do you remember what the typeface was though?
I think it was Georgia or Baskerville.
Okay.
I don't know what the line width.
Don't remember it.
Mm,
This does look okay though.
this looks okay to me.
4.
I think 1.4.
Yeah, I think 1.4 looks pretty.
Okay. Could have been smaller.
Okay. It wasn't smaller. All right. What is this line width again? All right. Yeah. This is you guys. I didn't have it right at all last time, so you guys decide.
Okay, we got 1.3 with 16. I'm gonna go with whatever you said.
I don't know. Take it low. I just want to see what all the options are. No, yeah, I feel like this is too low. You said 630?
That's where I saw, because 620 is.
I think I liked like 600. I don't know. This is very.
Yeah,
I don't know. We want these three hanging on the bottom.
I know. Yeah, we don't want them. I don't know if formula cares, right? Yeah. What do you? Is good? Higher? Lower?
Higher? I don't know. I think I did like 622. Yeah, That would also be fine.
So has-
6:30.
Oh.
Oh my god.
Even wider, still wider.
No, we did too wide.
Oh,
Right.
so I was looking at like 580. You think?
Right.
Okay.
I didn't like that.
All right, we're calibrating. Last time it was too narrow. This time it was too wide, right?
Level 6 attempts. 4 more. Font
Should be
size.
way lower. I'm gonna aim for like 16. I'm thinking. Maybe a little too low. The line height's big.
Yeah, it's 5.
Okay,
5?
I think 20. I like 24.
same.
4?
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
Slightly, yeah. One too big. Yeah.
God.
Oh my.
It's offensive.
How dare you make me read this?
22 size 22.
I think more than that, like 1.5 maybe. Is that too big?
Yeah, either 1.45 or 1.5. Bad.
We needed more line height. Okay, 1.6, something like that. Interesting. We might let this one now. We might get close at least this time.
18.
It said it wanted it.
Well, first time we wanted way more. Second time we wanted it way less.
There. But it did want to wait.
I don't know. I don't like the 500s.
I don't think I do either. I think I need to understand what's the correlation between line height and line width.
That's too much. I like the 600 range.
I'm at
I'm not mad at that either.
I think like for font size and line height, I can get like pretty tight to what it should be. Line width is like I'm like way out here. This is as far as I get. That's not bad actually.
last one.
We have a 49 out of 85 right now. Nope, no, don't go there. Okay. I'm okay with like 16, 17, 18 even. Maybe not. All right, take that back. 16 is kind of where I'm at.
16.
All right, so it should have been 14 then. Cool.
Last one.
I like the 1.4s, 1.5s.
I think I'm on like 1.4.5, maybe 1.5, something like that. Nice. Should have been 1.4 then. Okay.
16.
Wannabe.
We got a D. We passed, y'all.
Is that a D? Is it a D? I thought 65 was a D. Like a
God
D
damn it,
minus.
yeah,
D
right.
minus.
D minus.
Didn't flunk.
We still passed.
Oh, geez.
Alrighty, y'all.
Cool.
We'll play some more next.
I'll ping you if Christopher gets on, and we'll try to do a thing. I'm gonna be busy this Thursday, unfortunately. So can't do it. But I'll be back next week. We can do it. We'll do more stuff then.
Alrighty. Yeah, Sandra, we have two. I think we've gotten 2 senior designers to jump on board with us.
Oh, cool.
Yeah. So in the coming weeks, I think what we're gonna try to like pivot to do is like a little bit of helping, like what we did with Emmett today, of helping early stage startups and nonprofits, and kind of getting that content, and then mentoring. So like, I think I kind of still classify myself as a junior designer, at least like UI wise. So I think there's gonna be like some mentoring type opportunities for us to like, again, kind of like what we did today, but we kind of just take the back seat and watch them lead, and
Do that
they
thing.
they give us direction, and like for instance, if we go forth with Emmett, we might take that flow that we did, and one of us might design out the onboarding, one of us might design out the profile, right? Like, and then they critique and review our work, and we go from there. Something of the such. Like, I'm definitely gonna let them lead, but I can imagine that could be how it could go. But yeah.
Sounds cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I'll shoot you a message again if you want to join us Thursday. Like I said, Tuesdays and Thursdays, streaming 6 to 9 EST.
Yeah, I
yeah.
think Tuesdays are gonna be super good for me most of the time.
Cool.
Alrighty, y'all. Wonderful. Had
Yeah.
really fun.
Have a great day. Nice meeting you, Sandra.
Nice meeting you
talk
too.
again.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.